Atrum's log. Day... Hmm. Well, day X plus 1. With day X being the last day we went mining. I've taken the time. I've gathered what materials I'm going to take to the surface. I've taken inventory. I've looked through everything. I'm leaving behind a lot of stuff. Items I wish I could take with me, but that I won't be able to. Oh well, I suppose this is how it goes. C'est la vie. I'm going to try to head to the surface this way. I think it's probably the safest and best method of getting out of here. We'll be able to hit the surface, and then, assuming this compass is still working after being down here so long, we should be able to use it to help pinpoint our way back towards the citadel. Who knows though, really? I haven't a clue. It's been a long journey. I'm glad I brought this journal with me. It's made it much more bearable. It's a long trek swimming to the surface from so far underground. I always get lost in my thoughts when I'm swimming. Sometimes it's peaceful, sometimes it's not. Alright, time to make a boat. We're gonna just stick my clock there for a second as I set this boat in the water. Let's see. If I recall, our home, would be this way, right? Wait, no. If the compass points towards... it pointed towards something. It wasn't north, it pointed towards the center gravity pole. If I can find my way towards that pole, I should be able to find my way home. This ice floe looks very familiar and inviting. Perhaps it's close to where I was. Perhaps. Actually, I may have already found it. That's amazing. Is this where I was? Wow, I can't imagine and believe that the Citadel was this close the entire time. Holy crap! I was just a little ways out under the lake. This entire time. I could have gone home in a mere hour. And yet, I spent more than 2 weeks underground. Right? Wow. To spend so much needless time underground. These fields are all overgrown. The citadel hasn't changed. The builders have been waiting for my return. I spent so long underground. So long. Only to learn that I was merely a short distance from my home. Things haven't changed much. I mean, some plants have grown, some trees have grown, but overall, things have barely gotten any different. It's strange, really. The cattle, they're all full. I mean, there's even still young cattle. Sure, it's only been a few weeks, but wow. I can't believe it. Dear me. Well, let's store all our materials. I don't even know anymore. I'm so confused. I was this close all the entire time? It's so weird. It's so strange. It's confusing, really, when you think about it. Well, I guess this marks the end of my journey. but not the end of my confusion. I was so close the entire time. I could have just walked to the surface, really. I wouldn't have had a single bit of trouble with it. Just swam up and swam across to the continent. It's like a miracle, almost. It's just so strange. It really is. When you think about it, I mean, I was so close, and yet I felt like I was so far. Well, I guess I should store everything. Which is kind of what I'm working on right now, but it just feels so strange because, I mean, like, I was really close to my home without even realizing it, like, extremely close. I'm working on packing everything into blocks for right now just because I have so much of it. Wow. It's just, I'm like taken aback by it. So much, it just feels so, I lost so much time with it, it feels like. I could have been making regular trips home, coming back, relaxing, and yet I spent so much time just underground, withering away basically, for no reason at all except that it seemed right at the time, I guess. Well, as disappointing as it, I mean, I'm not really disappointed per se, but I'm definitely confused, I'll say that much. It's weird. Well, the builders will be happy, and I will have to make certain I've let them know that I am back. The castle is just peaceful. This room seems to have gotten finished in the time being, which is very nice. I mean, they haven't put any furniture in it, but the builders rarely do. It's not what they work towards. It's not what they strive towards. They strive towards the building perfection, not decoration. Well, I suppose, dear journal, dear diary, whatever I should call you, this marks the end of Atrum's log.